Israel Shalom, it's your brother Joshua. Israel Shalom, it's your brother Joshua. Shalom, it's your brother Joshua. Shalom, it's your brother Joshua here with examples of the light. It's your brother Joshua here with examples of the light. With another quick breakdown. Israel Shalom, it's your brother Joshua here with examples of the light with another quick breakdown. First and foremost, we got to give all praises to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua. Let's give all praise to the Heavenly Father in the name of His only begotten Son, who the world calls Jesus. Second, I'd like to give double honors to the elders that have been pushing this truth with sincerity. Last but not least, we'll give another strong shalom to our brothers and sisters out there who are allowing their light to shine, that others might see their good works and glorify the Father, which is in heaven. Like I said, Israel, it's your brother Joshua here. And we got another quick breakdown. We have to do this breakdown because you know what's coming up, Israel. One of Eve's favorite holidays. And no, we're not talking about Valentine's Day, but that's one of them. Y'all know what it is. Mama, you know I love you. Going off. Here we go again. Lady, don't you know we love you? Sweet, look at you. Only love your mother one time out the year. And I know a lot of people are going to get upset. A lot of people are going to get mad. But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. A lot of you Negroes and Negroettes only show appreciation to your mother one time out the year. She's been a mother the whole year. But you Negroes and Negroettes only... Hey, ma, I got you something. And she's so happy and proud. My baby bought me some flowers today. You just bailed this nigga out of jail last month. You talking about he got you flowers. Just little stuff like that ticks me off, Israel. Or you got the Eves out there, never talk to their mom, always got an attitude with their mom. Mom want to do this with them, but they don't want to do nothing with their mom but once a year. They want to give a card, call, give her flowers, give her a basket, like, Mama, I love you. And mom like, oh, my baby loves me. Hey, no, you going off, Israel. Mother's Day is wicked. I'm going to say that again. Mother's Day ain't got nothing to do with your mother. It is wicked. The origins of Mother's Day is... You can't even make this thing up, man. It ain't got nothing to do with your mama, but y'all Negroes and Negroettes want to celebrate this day. My question is why? Why? Oh, because the world does it. That's why. You always want to follow your dang on oppressor. And when I say your oppressor, I'm talking about the so-called white man. I'm going to hold my tongue because I was about to say some things I know I need not to say right now. But hey, you always like to follow your oppressor, man. And you're going off by doing that. Shame, Israel. You got to stop following Esau, man. You got your own high holy days. The Lord gave you a commandment to honor your mother and father daily. Not just once a year, man. Daily. So if you was thinking about celebrating Mother's Day, you bet not. I'm going to say it like that. If you were thinking about celebrating Mother's Day, you bet not. You bet not. You going off, Israel. You going off. And we're going to get a few precepts, man. Because we got to deal with it, man. And as much as we deal with it before, we still got to deal with it because a lot of people are going to feel pressure. So you don't love mama no more? No, ma, I love you. So why you ain't call me? No, ma, I was going to call, but you don't love your mother. You're going to let Eve make you feel like you don't love her because you don't want to celebrate Mother's Day. You got to be bold in this truth to tell them the truth. Like, hey, ma, that's of the devil. We can't celebrate that day. I honor you every day, ma. I look out for you. You call me, I call you. Get you something to eat. Ma, I do my best to show you that I appreciate you daily. I don't need to celebrate you when the so-called white man, the devil, the Bible speak of, tell us to. And that's all it is, man. So they can get all your money. You Negroes don't love your mama but one day out the year. I'm going to tell you, I'm not even making this stuff up, y'all. I'm going to keep it a buck with you. A buck. My grandmother have a son. I ain't going to say my uncle because he ain't not my uncle. But my grandmother have a son. And this is what you consider a Negro. Like the definition of a Negro. I'm talking about the definition. I mean, if you looked up Negro, you'll see a picture with him going like this. 2 thumbs. That's me. That's him, man. He a damn Negro. Then you flip the page, turn a nigga. It's him going like this. Me again. He ain't never been right. But his mother always loved him. Always tried her best. And this Negro only want to show appreciation one day out of the year. I'm not making this stuff. Hey, ma, I brought you some flowers. I know you don't celebrate that day, but I just want to call you and say, I love you. Shut up, Negro. That's what you call a Negro at its fullest. That Negro. But I digress on that. But I know that Negro gonna try to call her. I just don't like Negroes, Israel. This is 1 Peter 4:11. If any man speak, let him speak as the oracles of God. If any man minister, let him do it as the ability which God giveth. That God giveth. That God in all things will be glorified through Jesus Christ, to whom we praise and dominion forever and ever. Amen. We always can speak thus says the Lord because we don't know nothing. So my question is, why are you Negroes and Negroettes about to celebrate Mother's Day when it's of the world? It ain't got nothing to do with Christ. This is Colossians 2:8. We always get this precept, but I need this to resonate with your spirit, Israel. Let it resonate. Let it marinate. Let it sit there and let you think upon it. This is the book of Colossians 2:8. It says, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceits, after the traditions of men, after the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ. See, this is only the traditions of men. Because the Lord gave you a commandment that you must obey your parents and honor them. But you Negroes and Negroettes don't give a damn about your mothers. And you only want to care about them when the world want to care about them. So they could be like, and it's not like, and you just want to post stuff on Facebook or whatever you want to post and show like, oh, look at my baby. He got me this. He got me that. He did this for me. And they be like, no, I got you, mom. I'm going to take you out today. Today, I'm going to take you out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to church with you. That's what's going to happen. A lot of Negroes going to go to church with their wicked ass mama. Hey, I'm just keeping it 100, Israel. It is what it is right now. Y'all know me. I don't care. I'm not sugarcoating nothing. It is what it is. A lot of wicked Negroes can go to church with their wicked mama. They gonna sit at the front of the church because that's what mama want to do. They even gonna pay. They gonna pay their tithes. They gonna pay a lot of tithes this day. Jake gonna pull his little. Go flip. He gonna pull his wallet out, flip through the $1 like he want to give it. He gonna pay. See $5. He gonna pay. Damn, it is Mother's Day. I put 20 in because God, thank you God for my mama. So he gonna put the $20 bill in, and he gonna sign his name on there. Andre Williams. Put his name on there, put $20 on the little tithe sheet. Then he gonna get up with his mama and he gonna be like, "Mom, you need some tithes?" She's like, "No, baby, I got it," because she already had hers from last Sunday, getting her tithes ready. So they gonna get up, walk around, boop, drop the money in, and he gonna make sure he put in there because he want the church to know that he paid tithes today because he with his mama. They gonna go back and sit down, and the pastor gonna get up and say, "All right, everybody, thank y'all for your tithes, but now we're gonna give a donation out to the mother of the church." And he looking like, "Mother of church?" He ain't gonna go back in his wallet and look it up. Like, I still see that $1 bill. And the mama gonna be like, we gotta give mother such and such some money because she is the mother of the church. She's older than everybody. And he gonna look at that $5 and like, all right, I got something for her. You need me to give you? He say, no, baby, I got it. So then he gonna put a $5 bill out and he gonna have it in his hand because his mama, he don't want his mama to see they give him $5. So he can get up again and put the $5 in the church basket and they gonna clap and say, thank you, mother so and so for being, they gonna give her hugs and kiss and all that silly stuff. Then they gonna leave church and say, Mom, I'm gonna take you out to dinner. That's what I'm gonna do for you today. And she gonna be like, oh, baby, really? He's like, yeah, I'm gonna take you out where you want to go. And she gonna be like, one of the little restaurants that everybody go to, either Golden Corral or either Lizard Thicket or Cracker. Hey, it doesn't really matter. He said, Mama, it's on me. So then she be like, okay. Then she gonna get together with them wicked ass aunties and wicked ass cousins, and they gonna get together and go to Golden Corral together. And he gonna be like, hey, it's on me. So he gonna pay that little bill up, sit there, get their little food. He gonna stand up and say the grace. That's what Jake gonna do to make his mama feel like she gonna be like, my baby. Going all the way off, man. And yesterday, She just was on her knees praying for this Negro because his baby mama called, talking about he hit me. But that's what we celebrate, right? That's what we do. This nigga been a nigga the whole year, but one day out the year, his mom, I'm proud of my baby. Sit down somewhere, Eve. And that's why that's why these Negroes act like that, man. Because y'all allow it. We tired of the folly, man. We're tired of the games. No Mother's Day. If you was thinking about celebrating, yeah, we're gonna wear matching outfits to church. We're gonna get together. We're gonna go out to eat. Hey, no, we ain't doing none of that, man. All praise to the Most High. My mother's in this truth, man, and she know what time it is, man. And then when she was in this truth, she knew what time it was. Because I ain't folding for nobody, man. It is what it is, man. My rib, my mother, my grandmother, they know what time it is, man. All praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, they in this truth. But if they wasn't, we not folding for nobody. Nobody. So, like Colossians 2:8 said, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceits, after the traditions of men. And that's what it is, a tradition of men. And it says after the rudiments of the world and not after Christ, because that's all of the world. And what the Lord said about the world, man, this is 1 John chapter 2 and verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. So if you love this world, the love of the Father is not in you, because you wouldn't be doing certain things that the Lord told you not to do. Show me book, chapter, verse that says keep a day to glorify your mother and put on a pedestal with these other mothers and make them feel special. First and foremost, the mothers ain't got nothing to do with your mother, if you want to be technical about it. It says, verse 16, for all that is in the world, the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh. And that's all it is, lust of the flesh, because somebody want to be glorified. Somebody want to be set above, going off. And the lust of the eyes and the pride of life is not of the Father, but is of the world. So, and that's what the problem is. A lot of our people do stupid stuff like that. They trying to impress other people, which they shouldn't be doing, man. Oh, I want to show everybody. Look what my baby did for me. They take a picture of their flowers, take a picture of their cars, and that's the only time they post a picture when a Negro son and Negroette daughter do something for them. Madness. Now, this is not a shot to those who look out for their mother and father throughout the whole year, and then they still want to, I want to do. No, you should just do it regardless. You shouldn't just do it because the white man gave you a so-called day. Say, hey, this is the day I want y'all slaves to honor y'all mother and father. But this is the day we want to get all y'all niggas money. And y'all be like, yes, master, we're going to do everything that you ask. And go ahead and right along and do it. It says, in the world, this is verse 17, in the world passeth away, and the lust thereof. But he that doeth the will of God abideth forever. So guess what? Everything in this world is going to pass away. So you celebrate Mother's Day and all these other folly days, hey, you're going to be destroyed right along with this world, man. You're going to be destroyed, man. You're going to be destroyed. We're telling people to come out of these wicked holidays and stop following. This is the book of James chapter 4 and verse 4. It says, ye adulterers and adulterers, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with God? So if you're a friend, if you have friendship with the world, like following the ways of the world, doing the things that the world do, you're enmity with God. And let's see what it says. Whosoever there will be a friend of the world is the enemy. Is what is the enemy? Is what is the enemy of God? You're an enemy of God if you're friends of this world, man. You're friends of this world, you're an enemy of God. That's what the Lord says, man. That's what the Lord said. The Lord said, if you're a friend of the world, you're an enemy of God. What does that mean? That means God ain't dealing with nobody who's dealing with the world, man. As in following the ways of the world. We don't follow the ways of the world. We come out of the world, man. Didn't the Lord tell you to come from out of her, my people? Come from out of the ways. This is the book of Revelations, chapter 18. And, you know, you got some Negroes on here, but well, brother, don't that mean leave America? No, that's not what it's saying. Special needs. This is Revelation 18:4. It says, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people. Come out of the ways of the world that ye be not partakers of her sin, and that you receive not her plague. So you got to come from out of the doctrines and philosophies of this world, man. You cannot be of this world. You got to be what you could say against this world. This is the book of John, chapter 17, and verse 14. It says, I have given them thy word, and look at this. I have given them thy word, and the world have hated them. So a lot of people gonna hate us for not doing the things of this world, and that's okay. All praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. We're not gonna follow the ways of the world. It says, and the world have hated them because they are not of the world. We are not of this world. And that's one thing you must understand, Israel. You are not of this world. It says, even as I am not of the world. So Jesus said, I'm not of the world. Jesus told us he was not of this world. So if the fact is this, if Jesus Christ said he's not of the world, why would you want to be part of this world? It says, I pray not that thou should takest them out of the world, but that thou shalt keep them from the evil. And what is the evil? All these holidays, all these philosophies and doctrines that's going on out here that people follow in these last days. So keep us from evil. We pray that every time in Matthew chapter 6. And 9 on down, it says, let's get that. You know, it's the Lord's Prayer. Matthew 6 and 9. After this manner, therefore pray, our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our debts, and we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. So the fact is, you want the Lord to deliver you from evil, like we just read just now. And John, let's get that back again. So like here. This is John chapter 17 and verse 15. It says, I pray not that thou should takest them out of the world, but that thou shalt keep them from evil. It says, they are not of the world, even as I am not of the world. You see that? You can't make this stuff up. So we're not of this world. I'm going to show you how we're not of this world. I'm going to show you what Yahweh Shah said to this loudmouth Eve. And it had to be an Eve. And it had to be an Eve. I'm led to believe it was a black woman that said this. This is the book of Luke, chapter 11 and verse 27. And it says, and it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said unto him, blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. So you got this Eve over here. I'm led to believe that was an Eve, man. You know how loudmouth Eve, when Jesus out here preaching his words, and you got this Eve over here saying, hold on now, let's give Mary some praise. Because you want to talk about you. Let's talk about the womb that carried you and the breast that you sucked to keep life. Read that again for y'all, because it had to be a loudmouth Eve. You know that's how so-called black women are anyways, man. They know everything, and they be going off. It says, and it came to pass, as he spake these things, a certain woman of the company lifted up her voice and said to him, blessed is the womb that bare thee, and the paps which thou hast sucked. That's what Yahweh said. But he said, yea, rather, blessed are they that hear the words of God and keep them. He said, nah. How about blessed are those who hear the words of God and keep it? That's what Yahweh said when they was trying to give Mary all these praises. He cut that thing up real fast. That's what Yahweh did, man. All praise to Yahweh let you know that he didn't put his mother on that high pedestal. Not saying he didn't honor his mother. Yeah, he honored his mother. He did what his mother asked him to do. You read that in the book of John chapter 2. Let's get that right quick. This is John chapter 2. Let's start at I start at verse 1. John 2 and 1. And the third day there was a marriage in Cana in Galilee, and the mother of Jesus was there. And both Jesus was called and his disciples to the marriage. And when they wanted wine, the mother of Jesus said unto him, they have no wine. Jesus said unto her, woman, what have I to do with thee? My hour is not yet come. So people are like, what he said that? He said, because, hey, don't be trying to show me off yet. It's my time ain't here yet. These people don't need to see that right now. It's not my time. And look what it said. His mother said unto the servant, whatsoever he saith unto you, do it. You see how heavy that is? And there were set there 6 water pots of stone after the manner of the purifying of the Jews, containing 2 of the 3 firkins of spice. Jesus said unto them, fill the water pots with water, and they filled them up to the brim. And he said unto them, draw out now and bear unto the governor of the feast. And they bared it. And when the rulers of the feast had tasted the water, that it was wine, and knew not whence it was, but the servants which drew the water knew. The governor of the feast called the bridegroom and said unto him, every man at the beginning doeth set forth good wine, and when men have well drunk, then that which is worse, but thou hast kept the good wine until now. This began of the miracles that Jesus in Cana of Galilee, and manifest forth his glory, and his disciples believed on him. So Jesus listened to his mama. He made wine. Basically what I was saying, he obeyed his mama. Because guess what? That's the commandment, y'all. Let's get the law. This is Exodus. So he didn't glorify his mother like that lady was trying to do for Mother's Day. Jesus ain't do that. But he did obey. This is Exodus chapter 20. And we're going to start at verse... It's like it, Israel. 12. Honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee. So the Bible tells you to honor your mother and father. Let's go to the book of Ephesians, chapter 6. This is the book of Ephesians. You know, a lot of jakes out here. I honor my mama. I honor my father. Stop lying. This is Ephesians chapter 6 and 1. Children, obey your parents. The Bible tell you to obey your parents. In the Lord. In the what? In the Lord. So if your mother asks you to eat pork, hey, no, that's not what it's saying. I don't have to listen to my mother when she tell me to eat pork. She going off. Oh, my mama asked me to go to church. No, it said in the Lord. So whatever the Lord says by obeying, I'm going to show you Sirach chapter 3 and give you an example. But if your mother wants you to do wickedness, you don't do that, man. Because you got to love the Lord more than you love your mother, which we'll get as well. It says, children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. Honor thy father and thy mother, which is the first commandment with promise, that it may be well with thee and thou mayest live long on the earth. That's some beautiful stuff, man. That's beautiful when you sit back and literally think about it. The Bible, that's the first commandment with promise. That if you honor your mother and father, you will live long upon the earth, man. This is Colossians 3 and verse 20. It says, children, obey your parents in all things, for this is well pleasing unto the Lord. In all things concerning the Lord. You please your parents by doing the things pleasing in their sight, man. And it's not talking about being a wicked Negro, man. Because a real mother, real father is going to appreciate the fact that their children is walking in this truth, man. Let me get that precept to show that. Let me get that precept. Where is that at? I think it's on 3 John 1 and verse 4. It says, I have no greater joy than to hear that my children walk in truth. So ain't no greater joy to hear that your children is walking in truth. That's what a righteous mother and a father will be about. It's not talking about these wicked ass parents out here. So we're going to go to Apocrypha and show you what the Bible say about honoring your mother and father. Let me get that right quick before I go to the Apocrypha. Let me go back to John. 1 John. I think it's on. Let me see right quick. I want to get one right here. This is 1 John chapter 3 and verse 18. It says, my little children, let us not love in word, neither in tongue, but in deed and in truth. So when you say you love your mother only for that one day out the year, which our people do a lot of, you're going off. You must love them in deed and truth. So you must have actions behind your words. Behind your words, I mean, actions behind your words. Actions got to speak louder than your words, man. You can't just say, yeah, I love my mama, but you don't do nothing to show that you love her. Let's get Sirach chapter 3 in the Apocrypha. Israel, have yourself an Apocrypha. This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, hear me, your father, O children, and do thereafter, that ye may be safe. For the Lord have given the father honor over the children, and have conferred the authority of the mother over the sons. So the father have honor over the children, but the father get that authority to the mother. It's called order. Whoso honor his father make an atonement for his sins. So if you honor your father, you make an atonement for sins. What is that? What is atonement? We know what atonement is. We talked about the Day of Atonement. Forgiveness for sins. It says, and he that honor his mother is as one that lay up treasure. So if you honor your mother, you lay up treasure. It says, whoso honor his father shall have joy of his own children. Now, this is the question right here. You can tell if you honor your father or not, if you have joy in your children. Some of you Negroes don't even have your children. Some of you Negroes done got a damn demon pregnant, and now you on child support trying to figure out how I'm going to see my kids. Yeah, that's how it works sometimes, man. Madness when you sit back and think about it. Your children, your sons, your daughters don't even know who you are because you got a dragon pregnant, and now she's withholding the children from you. You don't have your rights. She got the white men involved to the point where you better pay this a month to see your kids. Madness. But you'll see though. Did you honor your mother and father? Did you? Let's read that again. Whoso honor his father shall have joy of his own children. And when he maketh his prayers, he shall be heard. And when you make your prayers, you will be heard. It says, he that honor his father shall have a long life. You hear that over and over and over and over again. And he that is obedient unto the Lord shall be a comfort to his mother. Some of you niggas ain't comforts to your mother, man. Sometimes you Negroes are stressed. Stress. Mama stressing out because of y'all niggas. But you want to give her a flower once a year. Thank you, Mom. With the money she gave you. Madness, Israel. It says, he that feareth the Lord will honor his father and will do service unto his parents as to his master. So you will always be there when your parents need you, man. How many of you Negroes like that? And I ain't talking to the people that honor their mother and father daily. I'm talking about to the Negroes that want to celebrate Mother's Day. I'm going to read that again. He that feareth the Lord will honor his father and will do service unto his parents as to his master. A lot of Negroes don't do that, man. Honor thy father and mother both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them. Some of you Negroes just like that have lip service. I love you, Mom. I thank you, Dad. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. And never really do nothing for your parents. Almost like how you with God. You always want God to do something for you, but you never do nothing for him. That's amazing when you sit back and think about it, man. How often are you examining yourself? How often are you asking for forgiveness? Praying that Lord order your steps aright. How often are you trying to get your mind together to do things pleasing to the Lord? Then you want us to believe that you do this with your earthly parents? Madness, but you want to just follow the world, though. Follow the ways of this world. Madness, Israel. It says, madness. For the blessings of the father established the house of children, but the curses of the mother rooted out the foundation. Glory not in the dishonor of thy father, for the father dishonor is no glory unto thee. For the glory of the man is from the honor of his father, and a mother is dishonor and a reproach to her children. My son, help thy father in his age, and grieve him not as long as he live. And if he have understanding, look at this part. I'm gonna tell y'all something right here. A lot of you people put y'all parents in damn nursing homes too. Where the family at to come together now? Help me understand that. You love your mama, you love your now listen, now hold on now. I'm gonna keep it 100. Now, if it's not a big family and it's only one person and they just have to do it, but they go see that person every day, hey, I'm not talking about you, man. Because I understand certain situations. But if it's a big so-called family, you got multiple kids and all that stuff, I use me as an example. God forbid my children put me in a home. I have 5 children now. 5. If they can't figure it out, I got 5, so it's only 7 days in a week. You can't figure it out to help your dad, it's going to be a problem. So that I'm using an example. Can't talk about everybody else's situation because I don't know that situation. I'm talking about me. And that's what the Bible's saying. Look at this part again. My son, I'm going to start at 12 again. My son, help thy father in his age and grieve him not as long as he lives. So when your father get old, they're like, damn, dad, hurry up. What you mean you forgot? You forgot what? Don't be that nigga. Because your parents, they do that to you. You don't do that to them. That goes for your mother as well. And it says, and if his understanding fail, have patience with him. Like when they start forgetting, have patience. It says, have patience with him and despise him not when thou art in thy full strength. Because guess what? It may happen to you. For the relieving of thy father shall not be forgotten, and instead of sin, it shall be added to build thee up. For helping your father out or your mother out, it's going to be remembered. See, but a lot of you Negroes don't do that now. How often do you help your mother? How often do you help you want to celebrate Mother's Day so bad? How often are you doing this? Are you doing this once a year, or are you just doing this, or you do this all the time? If you do this all the time, you shouldn't worry about once a year. If you always taking care of your mother and helping out your mother, you shouldn't be worried about this once a year. You should be like, Mom, I take care of you all year. Don't worry about none of that stuff. It says, verse 15, in the day of thy affliction, it shall be remembered. Thy sins also shall melt away as ice in the fair warm weather. He that forsaketh his father is a blasphemer, and he that angereth his mother is cursed of God. So if you anger your mother, you're a curse of God. Why would you want to anger your mother? The Bible tell you, remember your mother and all the struggles that she went through. That's in book of Tobit. Let me see if I can remember that. That's Tobit. Because guess what? You being born is a beautiful thing. And, sometimes women don't make it, man. I'm telling you, man, trust me, it's some scary. Hey, childbirth, man, it's a beautiful thing and scary thing at the same time, man. It's scary. Beautiful and scary, man. This is the book of Tobit, chapter 4, and we'll start at verse. I don't know if I want to start. I'll start at verse 3. Let me get the point. And when he had called him, he said, my son. This is Tobias talking. This is Tobit talking to Tobias, his son. It says, and when he had called him, he said, my son, when I am dead, bury me, and despise not thy mother. Never despise your mother. It says, but honor her all the days of thy life. You honor your mother all the days of your life. As long as you living, you honor your mother. You see that? Can you say you do that? Can you say you do that? Didn't the Bible say everything that was written aforetime was written for our learning, and through patience and comfort of the scriptures we might have hope? This was written for your learning, to know that you honor your mother every single day of your life. Let's read that again. And Tobit was righteous, a righteous man. Read the book of Tobit when you get a chance. I was a righteous man. Righteous. When I say righteous, righteous man. I'm going to read that Tobit was a righteous man. Let's get the book of Tobit, chapter 1 and verse 3. I, Tobit, have walked all the days of my life in the way of truth and justice. He did what? He walked all. You see that? All the days of his life he walked in truth and justice. A lot of you Negroes have a bad day every day. You Negroettes as well. But you talking about I want to honor my mother and father. What Tobit told his son? Let's read that again. I, Tobit, have walked all the days of my life in the way of truth and justice, and I did many alms deeds to my brother and my nation, who came with me to Nineveh into the land of the Assyrians. So he was a righteous man. Man, and you keep reading on, it lets you know that he was the most righteous one out the bunch because everybody else followed the ways of the other nations, like how we do now. Back to Tobit chapter 4 and verse 3. And it said, and when he called him, he said, my son, when I am dead, bury me, and despise not thy mother, but honor her all the days of thy life, and do that which shall please her, and grieve her not. You can't make this stuff up, man. Remember, my son, that she was, look at this, she saw many dangers for thee when thou was in her womb, and when she is dead, bury her by me in one grave. Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. He told his son, always honor your mother and grieve her not. Don't be a grievance to your mother. Don't cause your mother to stress out. Don't stress your mother, man. And that's what a lot of you Negroes do, but you want to honor her. Hey, don't stress her. Don't stress your mother out, man. The Bible say that. And that's what you guys do. But, I'm going to give you examples of stressing. You Eves out there getting pregnant, and your mother taught you. Let's say your mother taught you the right way. Don't get pregnant by no Negro out here. And you end up doing it anyways, and now guess who got to help you raise the baby? Guess who got to help you raise the baby? Your mama. She just got finished raising your ass, and now she got to raise the baby. You can't mess this. You can't make this stuff up. You can't make this stuff up, and it's facts. It's facts all day and every day. I don't know, man. Get a couple more precepts, man. I don't know. It just makes me wonder sometimes when you sit back and think about it, man. When you sit back and think about it, you be like, God, dog, these people want to honor their mother and father, but they don't do the things to keep their mother and father um from what from stressing out. Don't grieve your mother, man. And a lot of Negroes grieve their mother, but they want to give her a flower on a damn day that the so-called white man said, hey, this is the day you coons, you slaves, you niggas, honor your mother, because this is what we said do. Because we the white man, and we do everything that, and y'all do everything that we say do. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 23 and verse 22. It says, hearken unto thy father that begot thee, and despise not thy mother when she is old. How many of y'all Negroes despise y'all mother when she's old? Think you can say what you want to say to your mother. Disrespect your mother. I'm curious to know. Who? Who doing that? Who? But you want to give her a flower and cards on this day. It don't make sense. It's not adding up and it's not making sense to me. It's not. If you want to honor your mother, do what Tobit told his son, man. It's another one I want to find. Let me see. This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 1. It's a good one, too. It says, the Proverbs of Solomon, a wise son maketh a glad father. A wise son gonna make a glad father. A foolish son, what the Bible say, a foolish son is heaviness of his mother. How many of y'all cause your mother to have heaviness and stress and always worrying about your wicked ass? How many? This is Proverbs 15 and verse 20. It says, a wise son maketh a glad father, but a foolish man despiseth his mother. And that's what you're going to do, man. And that's what you wicked Negroes do, man. You stress your mother out, but you want to give her a card and tell her, hey, mom, happy Mother's Day. The day that this is the one time out the year I just want to honor you. You're going off. And for you guys out there that know better and still don't want to do better, this is Jeremiah chapter 2 and 33. It says, why trimmeth thy ways to seek love? Therefore hast thou also taught the wicked ones thy ways. So don't ever trim your ways to seek love. Hey, this is how it works, man. If your mother ain't in this truth and you in this truth, you gotta let her know, man, I love you. I always will love you. But I'd be damned if I'm celebrating you the day that everybody do. I don't celebrate that. We don't do that. We don't walk in that way. But I do honor you daily. We not celebrating. And you don't let her try to guilt trip you and say, you don't love me. Hey, nah, I don't love you enough to want to break God's commandments. Hey, nah, we were at to obey God rather than man. This is the book of Matthew. And now I think I'll close it out with this one, man. This is Matthew. I get this one. This is fine. Matthew 10 and verse. Don't want to start at 34. Do I want to do 37? I get 34. You know me, Israel. It says, think not that I am come to send peace on the earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword. So Lord ain't coming to bring peace. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and a daughter against her mother. Whoa, wait a minute. The Lord said he want to bring daughter and mother against each other? Why would God do that? Father and son against each other? Because guess what's going to be a division in this thing? Because you really don't believe in Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. And we do. So if you didn't believe in the Most High God and his son, don't think that we're going to let you corrupt us as well as you've been corrupted. That's not how that works, Israel. It says, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law, and a man foe shall be they of his own household. He that love father or mother more than me is not worthy of me, and he that love his son or daughter more than me is not worthy of me. So you don't let nobody get you to go off, because that's not what we do in Israel. We do not get nobody to get us to go off, because guess what? We're going to serve God and keep his commandments. Now, I'm going to end it with that. I was going to go again, but y'all know me. I like to keep going and keep going. I had another one I was going to get into Deuteronomy. But I'm not even going to go there. Well, I might get it. You know, Jake, let me get it. Then I'm done. You know, Jake. Jake always got to. That's Jake for you, though. That's Jake, man. You know, he had one. And then next thing you know, I got another one. But it's all right. All praise to the Most High. Like the Bible tell you, who has power over the Spirit to retain the Spirit? Hey, I can't control this. Lord got all power. This is Deuteronomy 13 and verse 6. It says, if thy brother, the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or thy wife, or thy bosom, or thy friend, which is as thy own soul, entice thee secretly, saying, let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers, namely the gods of the people which are round about you, nigh unto thee, or far off from thee, from the one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. Thou shalt not consent unto him, nor hearken unto him, neither shall thy eyes pity him, neither shall thy spare, neither shall thy conceal him. But look what you're supposed to do. And this was back then. But if anybody entice you to serve other gods, like if anybody wants you to continue to serve Mother's Day or do all the folly of Mother's Day, this is what would have happened back then. But thou shalt surely kill him. Thy hand shall be first upon him to put him to death, and afterwards the hands of all the people. So back in the day when people wanted to entice you to serve other gods, hey, the law was to destroy them. But now you do it in the spirit, man, because you know the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but spiritual, on the pulling down the strongholds. And one of the strongholds our people are with is Mother's Day. And Mother's Day is wicked. So Israel, don't prepare yourself to celebrate Mother's Day. It's just, hey, Sunday is going to be just a normal day. So Israel, I'm so glad that you could join your brother today with another beautiful topic. I pray that you learn something new, and what you learn, you apply it to your everyday life. I pray that you stand strong in these last days. Keep the faith and the commandments to the best of your ability. Try your best to offend less. Until next time, Israel. Shalom. Israel, shalom. It's your brother Joshua here with another quick breakdown. So we going to Mother's Day. So I want to show y'all this article right here, Israel. We're going to go into this article. And you clearly see it says Mother's Day 2024. This article was updated May 10th. What day is to May 10th, 2024. Original April 29, 2011. Let's get into this article, Israel. Let's go up. Table of contents. What is Mother's Day? Mother's Day origin in the United States. And you can look this up on yourself, Israel, when you get a chance. Look this up. Look up this article. Look up this article. And it's history. H. Y'all know what that is. So let's go to it. It says Mother's Day is a holiday honoring motherhood that is observed in different forms throughout the world, which it is, Israel. People are about to lose their ever-loving mind honoring their mother only on this one day. You see that? It says honoring motherhood. No, wait, show me motherhood in the Bible. They're going off. It says in the United States, Mother's Day 2024 falls on Sunday, May 12th. It says the Americans, look at this. I'm going to tell you how, first and foremost, you are not an American. If you celebrate Mother's Day, you are an American. You're not an Israelite. That's some heavy stuff if you think about it. The American incarnation of Mother's Day was created, when it was created by Anna Jarvis in 1908, and it became an officially U.S. holiday in 1914, Slovakia. It says Jarvis would later denounce the holiday commercialization and spent the latter part of her life trying to remove it from the calendar. Now, why is that? While dates and celebration varies, Mother's Day traditionally involves, look at this, presenting moms with flowers, cards, and other gifts. And that's what they do. Mother's Day is only when you want to celebrate your mother. On a one day that the so-called white man say, celebrate your mother. The Bible tells us to honor our mother and father. And that's daily, Israel. Look at this. I'm not going to read this whole article, but I'm going to give you some points at it. I'm going to give you some points. Some points. And I want you to think about this. And you can look it up on yourself. You look up this article and you figure it out. It says, what is Mother's Day? Celebrations of mothers and motherhood can be tracked back to ancient Greeks. Who? Ancient Greeks and Romans. This is a so-called white man's holiday that our people love to follow. Why? We can stop right now. Matter of fact, Israel Shalom. No, I'm just saying, look at this. It's celebrated by Greeks and Romans. Why are you Negroes and Negroettes celebrating Mother's Day? Who held festivals in honor of the mother goddess. The who? Mother goddess. Who? Mother goddess Rhea and Celebi. But the clearest modern, I'm gonna tell y'all first and foremost. I keep cutting off because when you read certain things, you see that this is not even our thing. You honoring some other mother named Rhea, the mother goddess. The mother goddess, that's who you honoring. You're not honoring your mother. And I don't care what you guys think. You're not. Okay, but the clearest modern present from Mother's Day is the early Christian festival known as Mothering Sunday. Mothering Sunday. Once a major tradition in the United Kingdom and parts of Europe, the celebration fell on the fourth Sunday in Lent. And look at this, in Lent, as was original sin, as a time when the faithful would return to their mother church, the main church, in the vicinity of their home for a special service. So this ain't got nothing to do with you Negroes, man. All this is a European holiday that the white man celebrate. The white man celebrate this day, and you guys are celebrating this day because you want to be just like your oppressor. You got to stop wanting to be like your oppressor. You got to stop this thing, man. This is not what we do. We do not celebrate these pagan days that these other nations celebrate, man. And I don't understand why you guys want to. See this? Anna Jarvis turned Mother's Day into a national holiday. This devil, I'm telling you, man. The official Mother's Day holiday arose in the 1900s as a result of the effort of Anna Jarvis, daughter of Anna Reed Jarvis, following her mother's 1905 death. I was going to say something, keep my thoughts to myself. Anna Jarvis conceived of Mother's Day as a way of honoring the sacrifices mothers made for their children. You see that? So it's for the mother that sacrifice for their children, brother. So Josh, you ain't got to get all angry and say, we ain't got to celebrate Mother's Day. No. You honor your mother every day for the sacrifices she had made for you. It's a Bible verse, and I'm going to grab this Bible verse. Let me grab this Bible verse to show you something, guys, right quick. I can pull it up on my phone. Let's pull it up on my phone, Israel. Let's see. How do I want to do this? So you can read it. Nah, I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna keep it on this article because I don't want to exit out of there and then, you know, Jake be going off. Let me pull up this Bible verse so you Negroes and Negroettes can understand what's really going on. We read it in the topic, but I'm gonna read it again, and then I'm gonna read it in another chapter to show you the constants of a mother, the things that she had to go through with children. It says, this is the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and verse 3. And when he had called him, he said, my son, when I am dead, bury me and despise not thy mother, but honor her all the days of thy life. How many days? All the days of your life. Not just one day that the so-called white man and the white woman created for you Negroes and Negroettes that want to celebrate your mother. You going off. It says, and despise not thy mother, but honor her all the days of thy life, and do that which shall please her, and grieve her not. Don't grieve your mother. Remember, my son, that she saw many dangers for thee when thou was in her womb, and when she is dead, bury her by me in one grave. You see that? The mother go through so much when she's pregnant with the child. And they went through so much things. Let's go to the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 7. Where do I want to start? This is going into we got to read this, guys, one day. We'll read it, Lord's will. This is going into the 7 sons and their mother that was tortured for not wanting to eat pork. That's a beautiful thing, because you Negroes and Negroettes out there will willingly eat pork. But this woman and her sons, they chose rather to die than to eat pork. I'm going to read it. It says, this is 2 Maccabees, chapter 7, and verse 25. It says, but when the young man would in no case hearken unto the king called his mother and exhorted her that she would counsel the young man to save his life. So he said, hey, talk to your son and get him to be my friend, to follow after the way so he could trick the people to eating pork. That's what was going on. It says, and when he had exhorted her with many words, she promised him that she would counsel her son. But she bound herself towards him, laughing the cruel tyrant to scorn, spake in her country language on this manner, in Hebrew, O my son, have pity upon me, that bare thee 9 months in my womb, and gave thee suck 3 years, and nourished thee, and brought thee up unto this age, and endured the troubles of education. So mama's got to go through a lot. I'm not saying a mother is not like, oh no, Josh, you trip. No, mothers go through a lot. I know, because I have a mother. And my rib is a mother. So I get it. I understand. But the fact is, we're not honoring the mother on one day. Let me show you another Bible verse. So this was letting you know right here and there that my mamas go through a lot of things, man. In this chapter, when you keep reading, when she exhorted her son, she set him on fire. Basically, she put the spirit on him to keep going harder. And it's beautiful, man. Beautiful. I'm going to give you another precept. This is the book of Proverbs. Chapter, one of my favorite Proverbs, man. And this is Proverbs 31. Y'all know what that is, you know. The virtuous woman. But a lot of women want to be virtuous, but don't know what virtuous means. Yeah. This is I'm gonna start at verse. I don't know where I want to start at, Israel. All this is good, but I might start at verse 20. I started at 26. I'm going to start at 26. Proverbs 31 and 26. It says, she opened her mouth with wisdom. See, this is a righteous woman. And in her tongue is the law of kindness. Now, how many of you Eves, as mothers, move in this spirit? It says, she looketh well to the ways of her household, and eateth not the bread of idleness. Because guess what? She's not going to be caught up in folly. She's always been busy doing things that's righteous, so she don't get caught up in this idleness. What they say, idleness is the devil's playground. It says, her children are raised up and call her blessed. Her husband, who? Her husband, who? Her husband also, and he praiseth her. So if you want to be praised by anything or by anybody, it should be your husband that give you these praises and let you know, hey, I thank you so much for being a righteous Eve, being a righteous daughter of Sarah, being a righteous woman. But a lot of you women are wicked, and you want to be only praised on a day that the so-called white man say be praised, because that's the only day you feel like you're a mother. No, if you was a righteous woman, you would know that you're a mother 24/7. 365. You don't have to let one day out the year be a day that you be honored and praised. The Bible just said she'll be praised by her husband. By her husband. Many daughters have done virtuously, but thou excellest them all. You see that? And that's a righteous woman. She excels all these other women. As in, you don't have to worry about it because she's way better than them, because she's not moving in the ways of this world. It says, favor is deceitful. One of my favorite verses, y'all. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain. But a woman that feareth the Lord, what the Bible say? But a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Give her of the fruits of her hands, and let her own works. No, let everybody in the world, you just say, no, because she want to celebrate Mother's Day. No, and let her own works praise her in the gates. Hey, at the end of the day, Israel, do not follow after these wicked holidays, man, because this is not our custom. This is the so-called white man's custom, which we see they've been doing this since ancient Greece and ancient Rome. So Israel, with that said, Shalom.
The ancient Greeks were among the first to pay tribute to Mom. Sort of. Their spring festival honored Rhea, the mother of all Greek gods. That holiday didn't pan out. In medieval Britain, servants were given the fourth Sunday of Lent to travel home and spend the day with their moms. This custom was called Mothering Sunday. But the modern-era Mother's Day was created by Anna Marie Jarvis. Anna admired her mother, who attended to the wounded during America's Civil War and later became a community activist. When young Anna was 12, it is believed she heard her mother pray that one day there might be a Memorial Day for mothers, for all the good that they do. Young Anna never forgot the prayer, and when her mom died in May of 1905, the plan for a holiday was born. On the second anniversary of her mom's death, Anna held a church memorial dedicated to her mother's good deeds. In May of 1908, Anna held another memorial and handed out white carnations, her mom's favorite flower. She contacted Philadelphia philanthropist John Wanamaker, who joined a Mother's Day committee in hopes of honoring all mothers all across the nation. In 1910, West Virginia became the first state to observe the second Sunday in May as Mother's Day. After a fierce letter-writing campaign, Anna got Congress to federally recognize the holiday. And in 1914, President Wilson signed a bill that officially made the second Sunday in May Mother's Day. The holiday was meant to be spent in church. Afterwards, sons and daughters would write loving letters to their mothers. Carnations were worn that day. Pink or red honored living mothers, and white honored moms who had passed. With each year, more and more Mother's Day carnations were sold. And by 1920, greeting card companies got into the Mother's Day biz. Anna was enraged by what she considered a lazy excuse for letters that should be handwritten. By 1924, the holiday creator was so appalled with the commercialization of Mother's Day that she petitioned to abolish it. In 1930, Anna was arrested for disturbing the peace at a Mother's Day carnation sale. Sadly, Anna spent the rest of her life and family inheritance fighting the holiday. She died in 1948, leaving no children to remember her. Since then, Mother's Day has become one of the most profitable holidays for florists and the phone company's highest volume day of the year. This probably wouldn't have pleased Anna, but deep down she would have to be satisfied that on her Mother's Day, millions of moms around the world receive extra attention and well-deserved hugs.